Morning, Spoon with Nature here, and we got another DIY project going on. So what we're doing, it's going to be a process, is I'm working on an old log cabin, and there's a log that's rotted out. We're going to pull that log out and put a new white oak log in. So let me show you what we're working with here. Alright, there we are. There's a nice little port. Going down this side. Right now I'm putting the board and bat on. I'm working on that. So we go to this side. Still a nice little structure. It's got the shotgun doors through it, which is cool. And here it is. This is the problem. So all this log has to come out. That's the easy part. We got all these logs sitting on top of it. That's the hard part. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to get these notches cut, get this profile ready. As you can see, this here, it's got a peak to it, and this here also. So it kind of alternates. We'll look at a good example. That's what I'm dealing with. Got that one, and I got that one. So it's got to fit in there with the least amount of hassle as possible. So it's going to be quite the little process, I'm sure. A little nervous about this one, but it needs to be done. We'll just show you this as we do it. That's probably going to be the easiest way. So this is the craftsmanship on this thing. Incredible. Try to find a good example of what I'm talking about. Here's a good one. You can see the marks up in here. This is where they've hewn this piece of wood flat. Here's a good one. You know, they take an adze and just start chopping off the wood when it's green. It's a lot easier, and that's how they would flatten these. So these joints and everything, these are hand cut. These are not CNC, chainsaw, anything. You know, we're talking an axe, a chisel, and a saw. And I really admire the craftsmanship on this one. So I'm trying to stay with that, but then be realistic about my skills. And we're definitely building on this one. So I got all my measurements transferred, what I need. And since I do have a chainsaw, I will be using that to get this carved out, because I'm sure if they had them at that point, they'd be using them. And that's what I have available to me, and that's within my skill set, so we're going to use that. And then tomorrow, we're going to be setting up our jacks. We're going to be lifting these logs. We're putting our brace through there. We're going to go through all this tomorrow. This piece still feels pretty solid. I think that's holding some weight there. So it's making me a little nervous, but you can see there's not much weight on this one. That one's moving in there, so I'm thinking there's a lot of weight being held there. This is where we're going to be putting our lifting bar, bringing that up. We only have to raise it an inch, maybe 1.5 inches, what I'm hoping for. And then we're going to wiggle this thing in there. That's enough for one day. I'll go and take us home, get it shaped, get it ready, and see if there's anything else that I'd forgot on this thing. Okay, so what we're going to do right now, we're going to get these notches in here, profile this log. The first step, we're going to knock all this bark off. And this is white oak, seasoned white oak. So that's going to hold up. It's probably going to be hard to cut. So the first thing, we're going to strip the bark, and we're going to start marking the notches and then cut them out. Sounds easy. I got to freehand all this, by the way, because I just didn't feel like I needed a tripod while I'm doing this. Should have stepped that through a little better. Yeah, that's going to be a good one. Let's finish scraping this side, and we're going to flip it over. Okay, so this is where we're at in this world. So back here, This is where the log comes up and meets the other log. So that's 22.5 inches. And then we'll come down here, 29.5 inches is a 7-inch tendon. That's what I'm going to call it. Through that. So here's going to be the total length. So then I took half of this distance from where my flat is. I measured that half. There's my center line. Alright, and then I went across that line, see here, and 3.5 inches from where those logs meet, I found my other center line. So this one is going to be notched out to match the log that it sits on top of. And then we got to flip it. Sorry. And we're going to come down here and get this measurement. And this is going to get cut off at an angle where the log sits on top of it. So it's getting complex. That's why I haven't been showing every step, because there's been a lot of math and figuring. But this is where we're at now. I got my center lines, I got my length, and I know the length of my tendon. So we'll get all these lines laid out, and then we'll start cutting. Okay, so I got the notch cut. That's all the way through. Ta-da. Now I got the center line marked. I got my notch, my peak marked on there. Okay, about middle is where we need it. This is the zoom.
Oh, okay.
You can play around with it. You can't do nothing to it I haven't. Not a lot. Feeling confident about that setup. Alright, 12-ton jack, 2-inch pipe, lots of steel. Yeah, you won't, perhaps. We have thinner one. Yeah. Okay, you ready?
I'm waiting on you.
Yeah, you ready?
Friction.
Yeah, I can't move because I didn't plan on moving. Okay, you ready? Yeah. I'm gonna go really slow. You got all these logs settled together as we go. Alright.
about even now.
Quarter inch. Watch it pretty so far. One in the log back.
Still pumping?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm looking above me.
Yeah, it's definitely making noises all around.
We'll use Martingales.
Yeah, there ain't no way. You're gonna have to go up a lot.
Well, it's 8 inches thick.
And you need another 3 inches just to even get
The shape is all.
clear.
Set it back. Woo! Going home. You gotta give him a thumbs up though. Stand there. Up, Nelly Tumba. Okay, we're down. What are you doing there?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is down. Hey,
Yeah.
Winter Keith? I think it could be. Okay, so we got the log in. It was a half an hour job. It took us 2.5 to 3 hours, and nobody got hurt. We got to watch my brother do something today. It was awesome. Thanks to my brother Greg. He don't make it awkward at all. Yeah, Ashley,
Kai.
Kyle,
Kai.
Okay. Sorry, I thought I was calling you Bob. So. And then we have Teresa and Keith Farmer. They were here for moral support and insurance reasons. We want to thank him too. And welcome to Spinning with Nature. Thank you for watching. And the next project's coming sometime.